Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, this is Dane, and I am going to be doing a very exciting, at least I believe it to be, a very exciting reading for you. Now, of course, I am talking about the United States, but this full moon hasn't been seen since 2000, so almost 20 years. We have not had a full moon fall on Friday the 13th, so the energy is going to be absolutely amazing during this time, and it will not happen again till 2049. So that's 30 years from now, which is just mind-blowing. So let's see now, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, what this full moon, this harvest moon, also called the Phoenix moon because of the constellation that is rising in, how this is going to impact you and what this means for you during this time. So let's see now, Taurus. All right, Taurus, September 2019, full moon. 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 Taurus. Oh, goodness. Okay. We need to just put that over here for a moment. September 2019, full moon. Taurus. September 2019, full moon. Show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. That's where the cards fell, so that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything, Taurus, is the Hangman. You're going to be seeing everything differently. This is going to bring new insights, new ideas to you. The Two of Cups, feelings during this full moon are going to be really running high. Five of Cups, we can see that there. There's going to be kind of this push and this pull. One is going to be that you feel as if you're on cloud nine. The other is going to be kind of feelings of regret. So do be aware of that. Then we have the Two of Pentacles, balance. Oh, I love this line. That's so beautiful. I'm so excited for you. 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Does it get better than this? Page of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. 6 of Cups, 6 going into the 5. There you are, right through, right here, with the King of Pentacles shining through as this strength, this pillar, okay, of knowing what it is that you desire. Aries, so a strong Aries presence right here, right, with the Emperor. Now let's see your fairy guidance. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Taurus, September 2019, full moon. Taurus, ooh, fantastic. So we go with the front and the back, friendship and wisdom. The people who are close to you during this time are going to be so close to you. There's just going to be a sense of kind of wanting your people around you, wanting the people that you feel comfortable with, and really showing them appreciation, because there's just going to be this sense of warmth, of this sense of love that radiates from you. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Taurus, September 2019, full moon. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. This one right here, serenity, and this one right here, vitality. Oh, I love it. So let's just take a moment to talk about this full moon before we dive into your reading. Now, this full moon is, of course, the harvest full moon because of it being so close to the fall, the autumn equinox, and it is also the Phoenix full moon because of the constellation of the Phoenix that the full moon is rising in. But it's also a time, and it's so aproposly named because it's a time of positivity, a time of transformation, a time of rebirth. Now, the negative side of this full moon is that it will bring up feelings of anger and confusion at times, because it does have elements of, the moon being in Neptune, opposite the sun in Mars, squares Jupiter. So this makes for times just being kind of, it can be emotionally just on the edge of things. But with it positively sextile Pluto, okay, which I know I'm saying all these things and they might not make a whole bunch of sense to everyone, all right, this gives this moon a powerful time of transformation, all right, and strong emotion, strong intuition during this time. Now, you, Taurus, are usually seen, of course, by people as being very strong, very steady, very kind of, can be bullheaded. That's how you guys are described at times. But you're also astoundingly sensual, astoundingly sensitive. And that sensitivity and that sensuality within you is really going to be shining through during this full moon. And that is going to be very, very, very important to you. Now, the Mars element does show up with the with the Emperor right here because of the Aries. But so what Spirit is telling me to tell you is just watch your temper during this time. Not that it's a bad thing. Just pay attention to what you feel very passionate about during this time, because those passions will really, really, really shine through. And there's a strength to you that you are going to harness for your own power, your own gain, and your own good. It's really going to be a very positive time for you. Right? So let's start here with friendship. This says, when individuals with common bonds cross your path, friendship will be discovered. There we go. I was like, friendship will what? It just flew right out of my head. So friendship is definitely building during this time. But also, when I put down this card, it just said those who are dear to you are going to be so important to you during this full moon. Now, the impact of this full moon can last from full moon to full moon, all right? But it can also, and for people who aren't quite as sensitive, though this does increase your sensitivity, it will last until the new moon, which is going to be September 28th, okay? So just know that it can be like a 2-week period where this is going to be a very intense time for you. So here, people who you feel close to, going to be very important. Also, a sense of loyalty is going to be very important to you during this time. If you do not feel like you can trust a person, that is going to make it very hard for you to be with that person during this time. You're not going to be able to fake smile and be like, oh my gosh, this is great. No, it's going to shine through. So just be aware of that. Be aware if you have to work with people who you really don't like. All right, just be aware that it's going to shine through a bit during this time. Wisdom. Your divine inner wisdom is always available to you. And because your intuition is going to be so high, because you are so connected during this time, your wisdom is going to shine through even more. All right? So listen to your divine inner wisdom. Listen to that kind of Jiminy Cricket voice inside of you that says, do this, don't do that. Listen to your intuition during this time, because you are going to be on point and it is going to radiate from you. I'm just seeing that with the 9 of Cups here, just this love and this bounty. And just always be aware that if it sounds too good to be true and something in the back of your head is saying, hold up, just kind of look at things differently for a little bit, take in the duality of the intentions here, do so. And by the duality of intentions, I mean that of the other person. Try to look at things from 2 sides of the coin, because if you go in just with this pure loving energy that's all around you, all right, you're going to find that things, not so much from the past, but you're going to be hurt in a very specific way that you have been hurt before. And that's going to bring then up things from the past where you sit there and be like, you see, I should never have trusted people like this. I should never have either gotten so passionate about the way that things were going to move forward. Now, this could be romantically, but this could also be within your career, okay? This can be in just many aspects that you are passionate about, that you are committed to. So just be careful, again, who you trust during this time, not to make you paranoid, but follow your heart, follow your intuition. You are going to be on point. And if you do so, you won't have anything to worry about. Serenity. The spirit of serenity brings a calmness to the connectivity of all that is. Make sure to take time just to connect with you, to connect with what your heart wants, to connect with what you desire, to connect with your emotions, because we are emotional beings. And that may sound funny, and it might be as if, okay, if we're emotional beings, then we all are within chaos. But it's true, we all are. Humans, in a lot of mythologies, we are born from chaos. And we are reined in by rules that the gods give us. Okay? So here, and that of course is mythologically speaking, here is a sense of embracing your peace, embracing your calm, making sure, especially during this full moon, if you can, just make it a quiet kind of sanctuary time for you. If you can, kind of stay home, make yourself grounded. Your home, Taurus, your home anyway, is super important to you. How beautiful it is, how, being surrounded by things that you love and cherish, that is super important to you. Your home grounds you. So during this full moon, when it affects the home, when it affects intimate relationships, when it affects, friendships, being at home, being centered within a place that you love, and it doesn't have to be that you have to be at home. If you have to go someplace, do so, of course. But being centered by things that you love, it's really going to just be absolutely spectacular for you during this time. It really is. And the color that shines through here is orange. It's healing and cleansing the sacral chakra. That's the chakra that heals a lot of negativity from this life and past lives. It can also heal things generationally, things that we inherited from our parents, okay? So healing that chakra during this time, if you can listen to a YouTube video or, something where it heals the sacral chakra, and you just sit in peace, have a nice cup of tea like she's doing right. Is she having a cup of tea? No, she's holding stars. So yeah, holding your wishes, looking at what it is that you desire, that is going to be just absolutely beneficial. Looking up at the stars, being outside during this time, that is going to be really powerful for you. And then we have vitality. Vitality is the beaming force that gives energy and vigor to life. You're going to feel energized by this full moon. You are. You're going to feel energized and centered, and you're just going to feel as if you're brimming with love. And that is going to charge you like nothing else. The color that shines through here is purple. That's healing and cleansing your crown chakra. At the heart of this reading, you're going to be looking at things a different way. This full moon is bringing light and understanding to you that you might not have anticipated. All right? It's going to make you look at things differently. It can, at times, kind of turn your world on its head, because in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this card right here is represented by a man hanging upside down, all right? Quite frankly, seeing the world from a different angle. Here, it is a man caught between two worlds, the fairy world, the spirit world, and the earthly realm. So Spirit just said, that's exactly what you're going to be. You're going to have heightened intuition. You're going to have a heightened sense of what's right and what isn't for you. So that is going to be that you're caught between the spirit world and the earthly plane. That's why listening to your intuition is going to be so on point for you. You are going to be seen during this time, the actor upon the stage, with you shining through as the king. So do know that people will be paying attention to you, but also know that you will be paying attention to yourself, which sounds funny to say, but a lot of times we go through life, we go through our day, and we take care of everything else, everybody else. We do our work, we take care of our families, we do school, whatever stage you are in your life. There's usually not a lot of time for you time, all right? But you are going to be the king of your existence during this full moon, all right? And I know that sounds funny, and you might be laughing and saying, Dane, that's ridiculous. But if you can connect with you, if you can take at least 5 minutes, but if you can do longer, that's going to be so beneficial. Just to sit and embrace what you love. It doesn't have to be doing anything more than winding down from your day with a nice cup of tea, a good book, or watching something on the television that you really enjoy, or sitting out under the stars. That is going to be so empowering to you that if you can do it during this time, I highly recommend that you do. Because you're rooted here in blessings coming into the home. As I said, your home is going to be so important to you, all right? Or that place that you feel really comfortable. If home is just kind of the place that you hang your hat, but you have a coffee shop or you have a bar that you like to go to, this is the time to embrace that place where you feel at home, okay? Because blessings are coming in. There's a balance of the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself. This is also saying share this day with the people that you love. Romantically, friendship-wise, it doesn't really matter. Having those people around you is just going to build you up to a place that you really desire being. There is also a power of emotions here, a power of kingship, okay? Because Ran, the blessed, is, of course, the high king. So here, there is a sense of very much embracing your power, your truth, your abundance. There's a strong connection with an Aries energy during this time, but it can also be things from the Aries time period of March 21st to April 19th that are coming up that you are thinking about during this time, and you're really seeing your power, your truth come forward. All right? This is also saying during this time period, and I believe I said this before, selfishness, egotism, you're really not going to have a place for that. Right? That is not going to fit in to what you want, your existence, the place that you want to be. So really you're going to be walking away from people who are too dogmatic, too strict, too rigid, right? To embrace the love, the joy, the prosperity, and the abundance that you want, because this is your time. But also know here that your temper might be just a little bit short, because sometimes when that Mars energy kind of takes over, it can become a lot. And I'm just seeing that here, especially not just from the Aries card, but it's from the red right here. And that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing as the passion. You're going to be very passionate during this time, and this passion can kind of take over things. You're embracing what you love. With the Two of Cups, oh my gosh. Just love, joy, happiness. The angels are blessing you. You're healing. There's a fragility to what you love, but you know that already. You know the fragility of human nature. You know how fragile life is. And there is just a sense here at your root, right here with the Ten of Cups, and at your crown with the Two of Cups, there's a sense of love. There is a sense of joy, of union, to greatness, to power, to beauty, to what you are absolutely drawn to, what sings to your heart. This is a time to embrace it. For one night, give yourself the night of the full moon, all right, to just embrace what you love. If it's a person, go for it. Go. If you've been wanting to ask that person out, try. Ask them out. See what happens. If nothing comes from it, at least you tried. This is a time where there is going to be a radiance of love just coming out of you. There really is. Okay? It's going to be marred at times with things being a bit too much and emotions running really, really high. But if you embrace this love and if you move forward with this emotion of love at your core, at your center, it is going to be just so profoundly powerful for you. And you're going to see that what you desired when you were small, when you kind of made a wish upon a star, when you said, this is what I want to be, before the world told you that you couldn't, that's starting to come back into your life. That joy, that happiness, that sense of self, and there's a peace that is moving you forward. Now, with the Nine of Cups, I always say, with the Nine of Cups, you're radiating love, there's beauty coming out of you, and there is the bumblebee right here, which is Aphrodite blessing you. But be careful if something sounds too good to be true, because with the blessings of Aphrodite, things can sound really, really good on paper, and they don't wind up being as joyous, as beautiful as you thought they would be. So be careful of a love that sounds too good to be true. Just be a little bit skeptical, because you are radiating such beauty that it can very well attract people who want to live in that light, who want to have that joy, but they can't sustain it themselves. And so it's going to be a very draining part for you. It really is, Taurus. And what I'm seeing here is that if you let somebody like that into your life, especially during this full moon, all right, you are going to feel as if you weren't blessed. You're going to feel as if you were kind of taken advantage of and drained emotionally from the blessings that are coming your way. So be very, very careful who you let into your existence during this one day. Now, it can be, until the new moon, of course, or if you're astoundingly sensitive, or not astoundingly, but if you are very sensitive, then to the next full moon. But during this time, really pay attention to the people that are coming into your circle, the people who are being attracted to you, because you're radiating such love and beauty that it can attract people who are just very sad, very low, and very much kind of like leeches. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm just seeing the image of leeches. So here, with the Two of Pentacles, you are endlessly blessed. You're not really going to see that so much because your emotions are going to be running high. This is why I say be very mindful of your emotions during this time, because you're radiating love, but there's a balancing out that needs to be done because you're seeing things so differently. You're being caught between the world of the right now and the world of spirit, the world of your heart. So you're going to be balancing a lot of things. You're going to feel as if you're on a bit of a slippery dock. So mind your footing. Keep both feet firmly planted on the ground. As you can see here with him, he has one foot in the air and the other foot up. He kind of looks like he's doing a yoga pose, but it's not very safe because the waters are raging around him. There can be two things. This duality right here with the Hangman of being between two worlds, that's what you're trying to juggle, and that can be what's very much causing you trouble. Calm the waters, calm your emotions, listen to your love, listen to your heart, all right? And really move forward in that truth, because you will find your balance. Use your cunning during this time. I know people sit there and say, oh, cunning is a bad word. It's not. Use your ideas, use your wisdom, use yourself to move you forward, because you're going to be having inspiration. You're going to be having this wisdom coming to you. If you can keep a journal by you during this full moon, I mean, that's going to be so beneficial, especially, things that you are thinking about well, not thinking about, but dreams, if you can write them down. I mean, I myself never remember my dreams. So if that doesn't work for you, know that you're not alone. But there is a sense here of needing to just connect with your thoughts. And if you can keep just a little either journal or notepad or even post-its around you and just jot them all down, that's going to be so helpful for you, because you're going to see those ideas really come back later on and really be useful to you later on if you're trying a project, if you want to start something. These are going to be very useful ideas, or even just as inspiration to yourself. Your power, your truth with the King of Pentacles. The Emperor, you are astoundingly strong during this time, and that strength of personality, perseverance, of knowing yourself and knowing where it is that you're heading is something that you are absolutely going to embrace to move you forward. And this power, okay, is going to be your guiding force. Do not let negative emotions overtake the positive emotions that are going to be surrounding you. Because as in everything, for some reason, we as human beings, and of course, it kind of makes sense if when we were out hunting and gathering and all that stuff, if you were told, don't go over there, you'll get eaten by a bear, you needed to remember that. And you needed to remember the berries that were poisonous and everything like that. So that really did need to stay ingrained into your head. But now we don't need to do those things. And yet we still have the negative more ingrained in us than the positive. And now it's time to have a shift happen. And it's time to let the past go. It is. It is time to let the negative go. Because for some of you Taurians, you've been carrying it around for way too long. Okay? You have here, you're being a student of your passion. At times you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, this is too much. Like just a little bit a little bit scared, kind of like a rabbit. But also rabbits are a totem of magic and mystery coming into your life. And that's really what you're embracing. There may very well be an Aries around you, especially if there's an Aries child. I know this might sound weird, but this person is going to be rather inspirational for you at this time. Now, it can mean that they also kind of pull you in a different direction and make it hard for you to balance things, but there's something that either they're going to say or do during this full moon that is going to be inspirational to you. Now, that might be a very specific message, and it sounds like a very specific message for a very specific person. But here, you are embracing your passion, you're knowing your truth, you're going to be getting messages from the divine. As you do so, there's going to be a tendency to want to look at the negative, to want to sit there and kind of berate yourself for all the ways that you haven't moved forward, either well enough or fast enough or anything like that. Stop it. You have the Two of Cups right behind you. You have the Two of Cups crowning you. You can berate yourself all you want. I mean, really, seriously, it's not going to change the past. It's going to make the future seem a lot more daunting, and it's going to take away from your enjoyment of the present. And you have such beautiful things coming your way. You are again shining through as the king, as power, as wisdom, as, understanding of self. And then here with the Six of Cups, that's why I said you're letting go of the past. This is negativity from the past, from your childhood coming forward. But this is also remembering what it is that you desired, where it is that you wanted to be when you were small, when the world was your oyster, when everything was open to you. Now you are embracing that power again. And you're seeing that truth. And it's what's making you stronger than you ever were before. You are crowned here. Not crowned. Your subconscious message is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is saying, yes, there are going to be worries, doubts, and fears. You are at times are going to be way too much in your own head. Right? Emotions, this is because emotions run high and you want to logic it all out. You can't. Logicking it all out, making sure that everything is precise and, absolutely perfect. It's not going to happen. This full moon is about emotions. It's about, that messy energy of the self and the soul. The soul is the only thing about us that is perfect. And so here, when you have yourself blindfolded, when you have yourself feeling as if you're not moving forward the right way, as if you're stuck, and no matter which way you turn, you're going to get cut. Okay? When you have your emotions raging around you, look inward. Calm yourself, breathe, and look at that wisdom that's going to be shining, absolutely shining from inside you. And connect with that truth. It does not matter if it makes sense to anyone else. It simply has to make sense to you. Your truth, your power, because that's how you will connect with what you love, and you will be empowered to move forward. Blessings will come to your home. will come to yourself, will come to you. Your family, your inner child, your, balance of the masculine and feminine energy, and this fear. Though it's important to be logical about things, and yes, logic can bring fear, because, again, you are being sensible. And it's not just jumping and thinking, oh, nothing can happen. But it is saying that as I embrace my truth, I embrace my beauty, my prosperity, and I am not stuck, and I am free, because you are Taurus. Okay, I hope this reading has resonated with you. The repeat of the number 2, just once again, people are going to be so important to you. The way you connect with each other, communication is also going to be very important during this time, right? And don't let doubts and fears take away from the beauty of this full moon. All right, Taurus, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. And may harmony always be with you. Bye.